Wrapping up the news from the second half of this week in Formula 1, and there's been plenty to get into. We know where we're going for the sprint weekends in 2023, and we've had confirmed that a new deal is being prepared for Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. I'm Ollie Wilson for GP Fans, and this is the news that you need to know about in the world of F1 this week. So this week, the venues for the 2023 sprint weekends were revealed. Brazil and Austria were the only two of the 6 races where we've seen the format take place in the past, and the former in particular seems to produce plenty of entertainment in the last 2 years that sprint weekends have been run at Interlagos. F1 has also handed sprint weekends to Baku and Belgium, 2 of the fan favourite circuits that have given us plenty of entertainment on a Sunday over the years, with the hope that that will bleed into the Saturday sprint. Finally, Qatar and Austin, Texas have been given the green light for the weekend format, with F1 making a clear push to keep the format in a couple of the sport's big money markets. In the Middle East, Qatar was the most likely to be handed a sprint weekend, with Bahrain opening the season and F1 unlikely to put the format in the curtain raiser itself, similarly with their curtain closer in Abu Dhabi, while Jeddah in Saudi Arabia is too tight a street circuit to warrant a sprint weekend event, so Qatar was the likely candidate as it returns to the calendar next year. In the USA, Miami has the problems of Jeddah of not being suited to the format as a circuit, while the Las Vegas Grand Prix is having its first running next November. Putting the sprint format in Austin, Texas keeps a little sparkle in what is the old horse of F1's American venues. Toto Wolff has revealed that getting Lewis Hamilton a new deal with Mercedes is on his winter to-do list this off-season. Hamilton will be out of contract at the end of next season after signing a 2-year extension with the team in July 2021. And while there's a big job list on the hands of Toto Wolff and Mercedes this winter, he wants to make sure that keeping the 7-time world champion at the Silver Arrows is a priority. Lewis's contract is one of the topics that we will tackle over the winter, said Wolff, but there is no firm deadline. Lewis is part of the team, and the team is part of Lewis. There is no reason to not continue. It's unlikely to be much of a struggle to nail down another deal with the driver, while Lewis Hamilton this week has played down the idea of teammate George Russell becoming a rival to him like Nico Rosberg became to him, with the elder statesman insisting he's older and wiser and there won't be any in-team problems going forward. Lando Norris has claimed there was no favouritism in designing last season's McLaren, as suggested by departing driver Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo struggled all last year with the new vehicle, while Norris was able to be the only driver last season who found a podium spot outside of the big 3 teams. The Australian's parting shot to the Papaya team was that he suffered because the car was designed around Norris's skill set, but the young British driver has shunned the idea, saying, "It has not been designed or manufactured in one way to suit me more than Daniel. That is a fact. It is a car that has obviously had input from me because of my comments over the last few years, but they have not designed and manufactured it to suit me by any means. In no way was it designed to help me more than Daniel." Sour grapes will taste very bitter indeed as a reserve driver at Red Bull next season. For more on F1 and all of the news and views from around the sport, gpfans.com and GPFans Global on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok as well.